What's up, guys? This is OddsAre here. I'm bringing you guys my draft analysis for BBR D-League. We are back with some content, and this is the perfect timing for this. We are joined with a 60-minute timer, and draft league is going to start just exploding, and this was just a fantastic time to start the league. We were completely unaware of this dropping, and it just kind of fell into our laps, and I'm so happy to be here and get on into this draft analysis. We are the Charlotte Slitherwings for Gen 9. I'm super happy about the logo, and I think it turned out fantastically. I love it, and it's one of my favorite logos I've done. So let's just get right on into the draft, how the draft works. For this draft, there's 110 different points. We are in a two division draft, so there is Scarlet and Violet. We were in Violet, and and one other thing is there are Terra points that cost points depending on what tier the Pokemon is. So like the highest tier are 4 points and the lowest tier is 1 point. So yeah, that's basically it. We were pick number 6 out of 8, so kind of middling in the draft. Not super great pick, not awful pick, but it definitely could have been better. I was definitely wanting one of the higher tier picks to get some of the really potent and powerful Pokemon. Gets to me. So let's get on into our first overall pick. I had to pick up one of my favorite Pokemon in Gen 9, which is CHIEN PAO. I used it in one other league. It is such a fantastic Pokemon. I just can't wait to use it. It's a really good breaker. It's such a good mon. It's a very good centerpiece for the team. And honestly, to my standards, I think this is the number 1 or number 2 Pokemon in draft. I think this slightly is edged out by Dragapult, then CHIEN PAO, then Iron Valiant, D-Knight, something along those lines for the top 4. And I got CHIEN PAO at number 6. I was so happy that this thing was still left on the board, and there are some other really good steals in this draft. Like Palafin and Roaring Moon went to somebody else, and it was just insane on kind of how the draft snaked away towards us at the tail end of the draft. With Dragapult, I'm so happy to get it. It's such a good mon, and this is my Terra captain. We do have Terra Dark and Terra Electric. With the Terra points, we get 1 stab and 1 non-stab type, and Electric is one of the best non-stab types for CHIEN PAO, because some of the major checks to Dragapult cannot deal with Terra Electric. One of them being Azu and another one being Corviknight. They have such a hard time dealing with CHIEN PAO that way. And I'm super happy to get CHIEN PAO, super happy that it got to me, and it's just kind of a comfort pick because I was already able to draft it once before, so I kind of understand how it's used, and I'm already ecstatic for this draft and what I got. I'm just so ecstatic, so baffled that it got to me. This is just a great Pokemon that I was able to pick up. With pick number 2, I ended up getting Corviknight. Corviknight was my second overall pick. I basically wanted to get this for a couple of different reasons. One, Corviknight is a defogger. There's not very many defoggers in the format. I wanted to make sure to pick that up. 2, it's a steel type. Steel types are pretty rare in Paldea. Paldea does not have very many good steel types or very many good defoggers. So I want to pair both of them together and pick up Corviknight. I did probably draft this maybe a round early. It's probably more of a early round 3 mon, late round 3 mon, where I didn't think it would come back to me. Since I am wheel pick, I thought it would be gone towards the upper echelon of the draft order and would not come back to me. I had very little to no expectations. If I pass up on Corbinite, it would not come back to me. And just the combination and the support that this Pokemon brings, I had to pick it up. I wanted it and I had to pick it up. And now it's on the team, and I am super excited to use it once again. With pick number 3, we were able to pick up a mon that I was not expecting to actually last this long. One of the last 17-point mons on the board, Garchomp. Garchomp is one of the best ground types in the format. I love Garchomp, and with the addition of Spikes, it's such a great Pokemon this generation. I'm really looking forward to using Garchomp. It's a very good offensive and defensive Pokemon, like bulky Pokemon. It can be run very good, especially defensively or physically defensively, and it has really good defensive options and offensive options. Garchomp's a very good jack of all traits, and pairs very nicely with the team with Corviknight and CHIEN PAO. I think they work perfectly together, kind of help support each other's weaknesses a bit. And I can't wait to use it. I've been wanting to use Garchomp for a while now. I've only used it one other time, and it was supposed to be my breaker, my most offensive Pokemon, and it's just not that. At least how I had it in that specific draft. But in this draft, with pairing it with CHIEN PAO, I think it will be a really good supporting role, either offensively or defensively. And I think this is a great Pokemon to have on the team. I can't wait to use it once again. With pick number 4, I love this Pokemon. One of my favorite Gen 9 Pokemon so far, and that is Slither, our mascot Pokemon. One, I had to do that for the mascot. 2, I just love the Pokemon in general. It's a really good Pokemon. It's a very good offensive and defensive Pokemon. It's very versatile, similarly to Garchomp, and it can do a lot. It has a very strong offensive attack stat. Booster energy sets are going to be very strong. Also the defensive sets with Willow and not Healing Wish, Morning Sun are going to be very, very strong. And with the options of one of the best priority moves in the game that kind of force your opponent to either have a dedicated switch in or have protect on the mons that need protect with in first impression. I just never drafted a mon with first impression, and now I get to use Slitherwing. It's gonna be so fun to use. I can't wait to get into it, and I can't wait to use it. So let's get on to the 5th pick. With Paldea, a lot of different roles are very niche and hard to find. One of those being fairies. Fairies are very scarce. There's not very many of them. There's a few of them around, and I wanted to make sure I picked one pretty quickly here. I was thinking about Florges and a few other fairies, but in the end, Florges was sniped from me, and I wanted to get Sylveon, a comfort pick as well. A very good Calm Mind user, very good offensive fairy as well, and it has Wish Pass, which is, I think, really good for this team. Being able to like Wish Pass into an offensive Slithering, be able to Wish Pass into a Garchomp, being able to Wish Pass into Corviknight if I can't Roost or I didn't bring Roost that week. Just Slithering, not Slithering, sorry, just a very good Wish Passer for the team. It's a really good specially defensive Pokemon, and you almost never really need to put special defense into Sylveon to make it live the hits you want it to hit. It's such a great Pokemon. I can't wait to use it. It's a really fun mon, very creative mon, but it's not the Sylveon of old, but it's really close. It's really good still, and I still think it's one or two defensive fairies in the format. I can't wait to use it this generation. So let's get on to pick number 6. There's a few different Mons I wanted to pair with Sylveon, but I ended up deciding to go for more of a defensive Pokemon, something that will take hits more on the defensive side for Sylveon, and that had to be Slowbro. Slowbro is a fantastic defensive user, very good Assault Vest user, and it just has a wide variety of different moves that it can use, from Chilling Water to Future Sight to name your pick. It probably has it. Flamethrower, whatever. Slowbro is one of the best Mons in the game, in my opinion. I love using it. It's another really good Calm Mind user. It slack offsets. And it has one of the most broken abilities in the game with Regenerator. I love Slowbro, pairing that with Sylveon, being able to take the physical hits for it, and they can kind of mirror each other with what Mons they're able to switch in and out of, and with just with Slowbro's intense bulk, you can switch it into special attackers as well, and it does a pretty good job at checking them. I just love Slowbro. It's one of my favorite Pokemon in the games, and I always love naming myself after it. It's just kind of me in a nutshell, just this oblivious thing. Yeah, I love Slowbro. Let's get on to pick number 7, which is the Dunsparce. It is a really good Ghost Resist and Ghost Immunity. It's not Resist, it's Immunity, so that I can actually be able to deal with a few of the other mainstays Pokemon like Dragapult and a few others. It's a Mon in Gen 9 I really want to use. I've seen it destroy people. I've seen it destroy myself with Terra. I don't have it Terra, sadly, but it is a very strong Pokemon. It's a very interesting Pokemon, and I just can't wait to use it. I don't really know much about it, and I'm just looking to learn and use it and have fun with it. I'm really enjoying this team so far. And let's go on to my 8th pick. We are drafting Serena for my 8th pick. It's a really good Pokemon. It helps Corviknight and not force it into defog, and I can always use Rapid Spin, and it kind of helps just keep hazards on my opponent's side of the field, but not have them on my side of the field. And I think that's going to be very important for the likes of CHIEN PAO, the likes of very offensive Slitherwings, for even Garchomp. I think those are going to be very strong components to this draft, and I'm really looking forward to using this Pokemon. And it's a soft check to stuff like Dragonite and Palafin to some degree. It's not the best thing in the world, but it will help me semi check it and help it like bulk out something else. I think it'll be a really great addition to the team. I can't wait to use Serena once again. I can't wait to use it. Anyways, let's get on to my 9th overall, or my 9th pick, and we have the only 2-point Pokemon, in my opinion, that's worth anything, which is Electrode. We picked up Electrode for my 9th overall pick, and he's a Pokemon 100%, and he does have some matchups that will be Electrode matchups, and I will bring Electrode. Just you wait. Electrode will destroy somebody. It will get 1 or 2 kills, and I can't wait to use him again. He's such a interesting Pokemon, such a very matchup depending Pokemon, but when he can come, he destroys teams. I can't wait to use him. And yeah, that's our draft analysis for BBR D-League. I hope you guys did enjoy this draft. Let me know what you guys think of the Mons I drafted. Is there anything you don't like about the team, what you do like about the team? And we're going to try and get pretty deep into BBR D-League. I'm going to do my best. We are going for playoffs. We're going break or bust. We're going to try and get that coveted main slot for the champion. I can't wait to attempt that. But yeah, that is our draft analysis. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this draft analysis. Hope to see you guys next week when we face It's Whatever and the Sacramento Nido Kings for our week 1 battle. Hope you guys do enjoy once again, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.